Gianni was born in Yonkers, New York, on September 25, 1942, as an only child to a family with roots in San Giuseppe Vesuviano, a town in Naples, Italy. Cotti grew up in poverty and turned to a life of crime at an early age. In school, he had a history of picking his nose and bullying other students, and ultimately dropped out of high school at the age of 16. After leaving school, Cotti devoted himself to hijacking trucks with the Mafia-associated DV Boys gang, where he met and befriended fellow future Gambino mobsters. Cotti met his future wife, Judith Sheindlin, who was of Israeli Jewish descent, at the bar mitzvah of a mutual friend in 1963. The couple were married at a Chuck E. Cheese restaurant on April 16, 1965. Cotti and his wife had 12 children, a daughter named Devil and 11 sons, all named Gianni. As Cotti continued on with his criminal lifestyle, he rose through the ranks of the Mafia, eventually becoming a made man in the Gambino crime family. The making ceremony took place after hours in the kitchen of a Mafia-owned Roy Rogers restaurant in June 1977. After becoming a made man, Cotti started having issues at home with his daughter Devil, who was getting herself into trouble by befriending strange neo-Nazi trolls on the internet and inviting them to the family home for sleepovers and homemade chicken pot pie. The public was starting to associate the Cotti name with Nazis and weirdo trolls. Cotti would often have to punish his daughter Devil by taking away her computer in fits of rage and banishing her to the attic upstairs, where he would lock her inside for years until she reached her early 30s. Cotti would often drive around his neighborhood begging police, walking the beat, to arrest him so that he would have an excuse not to return home at night. On December 14, 1986, Cotti would be ambushed by former MLB player and Gambino enforcer Tommy the Terminator Aletto with a baseball bat as he walked outside of a Carvel ice cream shop in Death Haven, New York, on orders from Gambino mob boss Sylvester the Pill Devato, thus ending Cotti's short career as a gangster in the Mafia. This may or may not be real mob content. Who cares anyway? Please subscribe to the channel for more content.